Yes, people, what's going on? A lot to take in. Aston Villa 2, Chelsea 1. Chelsea lose, but qualify for the top four. I don't quite know how to put into words what I'm feeling because, of course, I'm happy we've got top four. I'm not going to celebrate because why would you celebrate? It's top four. It's not a trophy. It's where Chelsea should be. It's where our standards should be. In years gone by, I know maybe certain teams in the Premier League have got a lot better in recent years, but we still should be getting better with them. Don't allow this whole, because this person got brought into the mix. Leicester have been quite good, and West Ham, and all year we've been talking about this top four battle. And yeah, partially it's because of, some of our, deficiency this season. We shouldn't be dealing with this. We shouldn't be celebrating top four. I'm happy we've got it. Yeah, great. And Thomas Tuchel, fair play, You've got top four, one of the main things you were brought in for. But it ain't silverware. Celebrate silverware, which is the FA Cup, obviously, that we lost 2 weeks ago. Don't celebrate it. Don't celebrate it. Now, of course, we can all celebrate on Saturday if we win it, if we bring it home, if we win silverware. Don't celebrate getting to the Champions League final. Of course, we're all happy. Celebrate winning the thing. It's about the mentality that goes with it. Celebrate winning silverware, winning big games. We didn't win here today. Don't celebrate. Don't celebrate. Now, Aston Villa, let's give credit where it's due. They were resilient. They were tough. They were energetic. They wanted it more than we did, and they got it. Great set piece for the first goal for them. Traore scores. A former Chelsea player scores against us. Always seems to be the way that it goes. And then the penalty is ridiculous from Jorginho. It's ridiculous, and he had one of his worst games I think I've ever seen him have in a Chelsea shirt or ever. I stand by that. Look, a lot of people know that my thoughts on Jorginho. I don't necessarily love him as a player. This is what can happen. I'm not going to pin it all on him. Please don't get me wrong, because there were many people that were absolutely appalling today. I can't pin it on him. But when we needed a goal, there was a few occasions, and especially in the first half, there was one. And I'll try and find a screenshot and do a whole breakdown analysis video if that's what people want. But there was one part. It was about 25 yards away from goal, something along those lines. And he played this pass out wide that was slightly overhit. Now, again, it's slightly overhit. It is what it is. Everyone overhits a pass every now and again. But what annoys me about Jorginho is never in his mind did he look at that when he had nobody pretty much in front of him. Did we ever think he's going to bang this? No, we never thought he's going to bang this. Now, I'm not saying he's going to go and score a worldie. But it makes people think about what you're going to do if you've got multiple options. You know when you play chess, if anyone doesn't play chess, it's a good game. If you play chess and you've got the queen that can attack something and you've got a rook that can attack something, if there's multiple ways you can attack similar pieces, the opponent has to deal with that. Now, if you know that the queen's never going to do anything, so you just got to deal with what the rook's going to do. Their next move is just defensive all the time, and it's the right move always because you know that's not going to cause any problems further down the line. You have to be able to have this pincer, of different ways that you can attack. If this side ain't going to get you, that side will get you. That's the idea that we've got to go for. And I don't think Jorginho or Kovacic or Kante, any one of those three, offers you that. We look better when Reece James was in midfield, and even he let a few stray passes go. But, we had a great window last year with some great players coming in. We had some fantastic players coming in. But Hakim Ziyech hasn't necessarily lived up to the expectations. Kai Havertz hasn't necessarily lived up to the expectations. Timo Werner hasn't lived up to the expectations. Mendy has definitely lived up to the expectations. He's been fantastic. I love him. Thiago Silva, the age thing, you have to bear it in mind. It's not perfect, but he's done all right. Chilwell, I think, is a good player. And obviously he got our goal today. That's the problem, though. It is our left wing back, our left back, got us the goal. You can't rely again on Mason Mount, Reece James. I know a lot of people are calling for Tammy, obviously not involved at all today. Callum Hudson-Odoi, the Cobham lot. You can't rely on them all the time. You can't rely on Kai Havertz, again a youngster. You can't rely on these people constantly. Over time, yeah, fine. But these guys are 23, 22, 21 years of age. You're relying on these people to go and win you a game of football. Now, they might do it once or twice, which is great. But every single time, Chelsea looked a lot better when Kai Havertz came on today. Couldn't have done it from the start. That's not his game. Never is going to be his game. But we've got to rely on people like that to come and spark the difference and make an impact. Pulisic, another one, didn't do anything today. Not his fault. Because if you go, there you are, go and win it. There you are, go and win it. At 21, 22 years of age, they're not going to do it all the time. You've got to have the experienced heads. And look, Thiago Silva's not going to do anything in terms of winning the game. Set pieces, we're not big enough. So we never had a chance. Every time we got a corner, we never had a chance of doing anything. Don't know why everyone was making a big deal out of it. Rudiger, experience, but what can he do from centre half? Talking about experience, Dave, shocking for him today. Poor to get sent off. Captain's got to do better. He knows that. I'm not going to slate him. He knows that. We all know that. But he's going to be missing for the next couple of games next season, or first couple of games next season. Poor. Absolutely poor, if you ask me. Jorginho and Kovacic, they're not going to go and win you the game. There's no experience. And as much as people are talking about someone like Erling Haaland, who I would love to go and sign, I can't lie, I would love to go and sign him. Hakim Ziyech has got to step up to the plate. And he did, to be fair, when he came on. And this isn't just about this game, it's about overall. Multiple games we've needed match winners and we have not had them. We've had them on the pitch, but we haven't had them in the game. Really in the game. Never really had a chance of doing it. Now, I'm fed up of saying the same thing, and I tweeted it out earlier, is the same thing I've said all season. Keep the ball all you want. Create all the chances all you want. Create whatever you want. I almost swore then. I'm trying not to swear. Do whatever you want in that respect. But you've got to put the ball in the back of the net. And again, for the 15th, 16th, 17th, 30th game this season, Chelsea haven't done it. We haven't put the ball in the back of the net convincingly. Really convincingly. We got it there in the end, of course, with Chilwell, but we haven't done it convincingly. And no one is scared of us going forward. Nobody. Absolutely nobody. Everyone's scared of us defensively. Villa have just gone and got 2. West Brom got 5. Arsenal got 1 because we gave it to them. But still, they got it. You can't afford to just let this always go. Tielemans got 1 in the cup final. People are going to be scared of us defensively. Ooh, doesn't mean anything if you don't do it up the other end of the pitch. Chelsea Conte season, 16-17, when we won the league, fantastic. Really enjoyed watching that. Willian, Pedro, Costa, and then Hazard. That front four, even Fabregas will throw into the mix as well, Alonso included. All these people could all go and score goals or open up the game just like that. Everything attacking, but we were always defensively sound. And when we weren't, we got found out, which is fine. You know, I'm not saying it was perfect, but it didn't make it. It didn't necessarily make a difference as much as it could have because we had these elite finishers going forward, and it's still what Chelsea need. We need these elite finishers going forward, and we can't continue to just allow people, you know, to go, oh, I like this player, but this. You know, I love Mason Mount. Everyone knows I love Mason Mount. I think he's a quality player. Was he good enough today? No. Did he offer something? Yeah. Was it good enough? No. You can't rely on that all the time. And the fact that, again, these players have been thrown in right at the deep end may turn out to be great experience for them. But you still have to get round the fact, if Mason Mount is being poor, bring him off. If Pulisic has been poor, bring him off. If Jorginho has been poor, bring him off. Kovacic, poor, off. Havertz, poor, off. Timo, poor, off. And we couldn't even get Tammy Abraham in the side today, not even in the squad. Olivier Giroud sat on the bench. What are we doing? Do you know what I mean? What are we doing? If you want to be up here, winning the league every single year, being competitive for it every single year, like Chelsea should be, competitive every single season, you cannot continue to allow people, oh, well, we kind of give it. Be ruthless. Be clinical, be ruthless, and do what you got to do. I can't think what the phrase is. Something about cream will always rise to the top. I can't think what the bloody phrase is. It will come to me when I'm doing something completely different later on. But the good quality players will always come through. They will always shine through. Chilwell is a good quality player. He's not perfect, but he's a good quality player. And he showed that today. Mason Mount had a couple of efforts. He's a good quality player. He came to the top a little bit today. But add new people. Add fresh faces. Add clinical goal scorers. Add people that are going to help keep clean sheets. Add people that might be able to score from midfield. And we'll be there. Kovacic, Jorginho, Kante and Gilmour, as much as I like all four of them, one or two need to go because we've got too much similarity in midfield. Got too much similarity. Gilmour, I think you could let him go out on loan. Really go and, get experience, whether it be at Rangers or it be whatever. Depends on obviously what happens in the Euros. Go and let him get experience. Jorginho and Kovacic, I think you keep one. Kante, if you really want to keep him, you either sell him now and get the max amount of money you possibly can, or you keep him and you just accept that you're never going to get any money for him. I'm fine with either. I don't really care. But someone in midfield has to go because we have to do more from midfield to win games of football, which we don't do. We don't do that at all. But Chelsea get top four. Great. Woo. Brilliant. We didn't win the game. That should be the standard. And let's be honest with ourselves, we've got a massive Champions League final in 6 days' time. Playing like that, we get annihilated. We will get annihilated. There's a lot coming up from this channel. I'm really looking forward to it. Champions League final is going to be a madness. If we win it, of course. If we don't, it'll probably be a madness for other reasons. Excuse me. I'm going to go. Thanks for watching. If you're new around here, make sure you like, share and subscribe. I need a drink. So, pour. Just pour. Can't say any more. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe. On the road to 20k.